Well, hello and welcome to the first video in this beginner's guide to Adobe After Effects. So in this video, I want to discuss what After Effects actually is. I also want to discuss the difference between Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro. So as a beginner, you'll have a great understanding of the differences between them, what they're used for, and which one is what you want to use for you and your project. I'll give you a little history. Since 2003, Adobe Premiere Pro has been available to amateur and pro video editors and is purely a video editing software program. Premiere has some powerful tools to edit raw footage to create small or large video productions. If you simply want to focus on video editing and apply color effects and simple transition effects, Adobe Premiere Pro is the program for you to use. Adobe Premiere revolves around a timeline paradigm. And this is where you layer and chop footage together with simple transition effects. Lots of video clips can be placed together on one or many layers. You can cut them up, move them around quite swiftly, as it is nonlinear editing. So Adobe After Effects is used in post-production after the video footage has been produced and exported from programs such as Adobe Premiere. That's why they call it After Effects. Since 1995, with its first release, Adobe After Effects has been available in order to add visual effects to video, create motion graphics, and animation sequences. In the industry, After Effects is used in the post-production process of filmmaking and television production, and also design and social media. Now, for those who are not familiar with After Effects, it might help to imagine After Effects as a mix of Premiere and Photoshop. If you're familiar with Photoshop, of course, you'll be aware of all the different color effects and masking and blending mode capabilities that can be applied to 2D images. In After Effects, very similar effects can be applied, just like in Photoshop, but to video footage and across time. So After Effects is also commonly used for keying, tracking, transition, light particle, and 3D effects. Now, After Effects is based on compositing and works not only with video footage, but with images, audio, and other types of files brought in from other programs like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and 3D programs, as well as Premiere, in order to create explosive video presentations. So here's an example of the same edit previously shown in Premiere, but now here in After Effects. So like Premiere Pro, After Effects also revolves around this timeline paradigm, but with, of course, more management and focus around layers like in Photoshop. Here we can see that a video edit of the same 4 clips can create a more complex workflow. So we couldn't chop up footage as easily in Premiere. We have to work in layers, which will stack up on top of each other. Simple video edits can be quite clunky and awkward in comparison. Now, simple video editing can be done in After Effects, but it's obviously not as streamlined as Premiere Pro. Now, for proper video editing, you really do want to use Adobe Premiere. So Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects are powerful software tools used for specific jobs. These are 2 amazing programs, and used together, wow, there's nothing you can't create. So now when I create my videos, I always edit first in Adobe Premiere. And then once I've finished my cut, I will export out my footage and open it up in Adobe After Effects, where I will color grade and add some visual effects, audio, as well as some motion graphics. So just to highlight some of the recap key things here, let's remember that Adobe Premiere Pro is mainly used for editing and After Effects is mainly used for post-production, visual effects, motion graphics, and animation sequences. So there you go. That's a brief introduction to Adobe After Effects. In the next video, we're going to take a look at the After Effects interface. So I'll see you in the next video.